This situation is all too familiar to the folks over in New Orleans. Our meteorologist David Yeomans has been doing hurricane research over the last couple of years, and he joins us to talk about this storm and compare it to the one that hit 7 years ago today. David?
That's right, Jim. 7 years ago to the day, as you say, Hurricane Katrina was devastating the city of New Orleans, becoming the third deadliest hurricane in American history. Now, there are some important differences between these two storms, but also some striking similarities. Hurricane Katrina tracked just to the east of New Orleans, putting it on the less dangerous west side of the storm. It still managed to bring the New Orleans area 8 to 10 inches of rain, gusts of wind up to 100 miles per hour, and a storm surge of 14 feet. The storm moved over the city fairly quickly, though, at 16 miles per hour. Now, Isaac, on the other hand, has been a weaker storm, but the track is further west than that of Katrina, putting New Orleans on the more dangerous east side of the storm. Isaac has brought New Orleans more than 12 inches of rain so far, gusts of wind up to 83 miles per hour, and a storm surge of 12 feet, an amount more characteristic of a much stronger storm. What makes this storm potentially just as dangerous as Katrina is the large size and the incredibly slow movement. Current motion just at 6 miles per hour. To put that in context for you, if Isaac were moving from Austin to Dallas, it would take 33 hours to make the trip. Now, Isaac's dangers are only half over. Our attention will now turn to freshwater flooding from the incredible rainfall amounts we've gotten. Many areas have received over 12 inches of rain, and we're now getting reports of over 20 inches in some areas, and it's still coming. To put that number in perspective, that's much more rain than Austin got in 12 months during the worst of our drought. Now, the president of Plaquemines Parish, southeast of New Orleans, says the flooding there is even worse than Katrina. But that levee is not part of the upgraded system in New Orleans. That system does still seem to be protecting the city well tonight. We'll continue to keep you updated. In the studio, David Yeomans, KXAN News.